hip up!
We are on the road to WrestleMania, folks. Yippee! Woohoo! Yeah! The Women's World Championship match is set. Rhea Ripley retained in Perth, and Becky Lynch won the Elimination Chamber. It's time to start the build. It's time to tell a good story. I'm gonna be breaking down the build for this match, going all the way to Mania. Make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. So how did they kick off this build? Well, Monday Night Raw opened up with Dominic getting booed. He introduces Rhea Ripley as the greatest champion of all time. Rhea Ripley comes down there, she says, "Welcome to Monday Night Mommy," and Mommy is always on top. You know, the usual. Then Becky Lynch comes out. She congratulates Rhea Ripley on her win in Perth, but says that she's gonna beat her. Dom gets upset and says no one talks to Mommy like that, and the crowd boos. Now, it's interesting that Dom is out here with Rhea. They weren't around each other very much during the Nia Jax feud because Rhea was the de facto babyface. One may think that they're trying to re-establish her as the heel, which is why he's out here. There's this narrative online that the fans won't boo Rhea Ripley, which is why she needs Dom out there. I think that's nonsense. She can get herself booed. It's not that hard. She's not actively playing the heel. When Big Time Bex became champion 3 years ago, the fans did not want to boo her, so she had to actively be the heel.
It's so funny because I used to put so much stock in your opinion until I realized you're so full of crap. I mean, well, considering your crappy hockey team, the Islanders, hasn't won a match here in the UBS Arena, well, you haven't won many matches anywhere.
I mean, people are booing you, Becky. People are frustrated by you. No,
They don't like me. They don't like me. Well, good. I don't like you either. How about them apples?
She chased the boos. Rhea Ripley is not trying. She's not trying to get booed. Now, I'm not saying that's a problem. I've long said that the traditional babyface heel dynamic is played out. So I'm just curious. Is Rhea Ripley going to actively be the heel for this build? I guess we'll have to see. Becky takes some shots at Dom and says that she's been the backbone and the heart and the soul of the company. She claims that she can do anything, and that includes beating Rhea Ripley. Rhea congratulates her on winning the chamber. She says it's about time Becky Lynch stopped disappointing her and actually won something to get on her level. She says Mommy is always on top, and that was the end of the segment. So the story right now for Becky Lynch is, hey, you're a great champ, and I'm gonna beat you. That is what it is right now. You know, it was just last month when Becky Lynch said that she thinks Rhea Ripley might be better than her. They've pivoted. They've abandoned that story thread. Probably because they don't want Rhea Ripley's big win to come in an underdog story. They want Becky Lynch going into this match feeling as confident and strong as ever. That way, when Rhea beats her, it's a big time win for her. So Mommy and Dom leave the ring, and that's when Nia Jax attacks Becky Lynch from behind. Adam Pearce saves Becky Lynch from the Annihilator. Backstage, Nia Jax tells Jackie that she should be going to Mania, and she doesn't care that Becky won the chamber, and that she beat Becky clean. She says she'll make sure that Becky doesn't make it to Mania. So Nia Jax has turned her attention to Becky. That makes sense. I saw it coming a mile away. Nia beat Becky clean a month ago. If we, the audience, are supposed to believe that Becky Lynch has a chance against Rhea, then she has to get that win back against Nia. She has to win clean. Also, you typically don't want the participants in the Mania match touching very much, so Becky Lynch needs someone to tangle with on the path to Mania. Becky Lynch would get payback on Nia Jax later on that night, but it comes at the expense of Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan lost to Nia Jax via DQ finish because Becky Lynch didn't bother to wait until the match was over. After attacking Nia Jax, Becky Lynch tells Adam that she won't be able to move on to her Mania match until she deals with Nia Jax. Adam Pearce makes it official. Next week, we're getting Becky Lynch versus Nia Jax. Pretty straightforward. I predicted that. Becky Lynch has to get that win back. But then something happens.
Hey, I was in the middle of something out there. But you don't care, do you? Not everything has to be about you.
Liv Morgan's reaction to what Becky Lynch did is probably the most interesting thing that happened for the women on Raw. Liv is pissed that Becky interrupted her match, and she feels Becky makes everything about her. But now I'm wondering, just how involved is Liv Morgan going to be in the build toward Rhea versus Becky? Is she going to interfere in Becky's match against Nia? And if she does, will Becky get her clean win against Nia Jax? I kind of think that has to happen if you want the audience to feel like Becky Lynch is on Rhea Ripley's level. She's got to get that win back, and she's got to win clean. It'll be interesting to see if they work Liv into this. She's talking about this revenge tour, but she's yet to have a segment with Rhea. She's not gonna get added to the match, that I'm sure of. So what are they gonna do with Liv? Are they leaning into some of the online discourse? You know, Liv Morgan fans feeling like Becky Lynch is selfish even though she doesn't book the show? Is Becky Lynch gonna have to deal with Liv Morgan on the path to Mania?
If Liv wants to fight about it, she can. Or if she wants to cry about it, she can.
Honestly, this mini Becky Lynch Liv Morgan feud is better than the Becky Lynch Rhea Ripley feud. That's probably because right now there isn't much of a story between Rhea and Becky. They're just two big names that'll be fighting each other, and that's it for now, which is what Liv Morgan fans have been saying. Yeah, I know. I have said that the match was booked to give Rhea Ripley the biggest name to beat. Rhea is retaining. Maybe they'll work in Becky Lynch's history with Finn and JD, cause some tension within Judgment Day. I don't know. As it stands, Bayley and Io have the far better story. Okay guys, that's it for my breakdown of the beginning of this build. What are your thoughts? Did you enjoy what Monday Night Raw gave us? Do you want them to involve Liv Morgan? What do you want to see during this build? Let me know. Remember to like and subscribe, and I will talk to you later.
Keep up!